What it do, Scooby Doos? Huh. 6 losses, 6 wins, 10th on the table. Can it get any better than this? Let's get into it. Welcome to the Doghouse Review. Tonight we see Liverpool doing what Liverpool does best. Conceding a goal, not being able to find a way to recover, and definitely just throwing the playbook out of the window. So, what are the talking points for tonight? Tonight we conceded again from a corner. We conceded from a open play goal. We conceded from clearing. We just had a really bad day. Who do we put in the dog box tonight? Who is our top dogs tonight? Well, let's get into it. Tonight, I want to start with the top dogs, right? And tonight's top dogs definitely for Nottingham Forrest, Murillo, Gibbs-White, as well as I'm gonna say Igor Jesus and Ndoye. Non-stop running, non-stop commitment, non-stop passion is what they showed. They gave 110% on the field today, and like always, it just seems that teams that are willing to play for each other and back their players up and back one another up on the field get the result. Who's in the dog box from Nottingham Forest? Absolutely no one. That team shows that even though they have transitioned through 3 different managers, yes, 3 managers this season, they still are able to understand what the plan is from their managers and get the result. Sean Dyche is doing an amazing job at Nottingham Forest, and it shows. Gibbs-White tonight has scored 3 times in 3 consecutive matches, and that is fantastic to see a team that has gone through so much still be able to find a way to fight out of the relegation zone. So props to Forest tonight for their hard work. The top dogs tonight for Liverpool are definitely going to be Dominic Szoboszlai. Again, man is doing everything in his power to try and lift the team and find a way to get the team moving forward. Another player that is a top dog for me tonight, surprisingly, is Milos Kerkez. Again, showing us tonight that he is prepared to give 110%, give his all, throw his body on the line, find a way to put in a block and try and make something happen. Just goes to show how much of a change he wants to see. And I really think that he is a player that when it does start to click and this team starts to work, he is a player that is really going to exploit the space that comes from that overlapping run. Who's in the dog box tonight? Well, tonight I think the dog box belongs to Cody Gakpo. I think it belongs to Ryan Gravenberch, Ibrahima Kinate, and Curtis Jones, and also our captain. I think that those 4 players really just couldn't get started. Gakpo tonight, it seemed like he was still stuck on the plane coming back from his international break. Every time he did decide to play the ball to Kerkez, something positive came from it. But then every time he decided to drift inside, he kept losing the ball. Curtis Jones as well tonight suffered with playing positive football. And Ibrahima Konate, as much as he made a good few clearances, there were a lot of mistakes. Our captain as well struggled at the back to command the line and it just went downhill from there. So what are my thoughts? My thoughts are that Liverpool are still in their transition period. Liverpool are a team that didn't have a transition season last season under a new manager, and this is their season of transition. Big changes that came into the club, as well as heavy losses. We can't keep going on and on about how we've signed big signings and they need to click, they need to bed in. Yes, they do, and yes, they will, and hopefully it turns around a lot sooner than we expect. But for right now, the problem that I'm seeing is that again, doubt has crept into the Liverpool team. Don't get me wrong, we pressed a hell of a lot tonight. We had great possession of the ball, multiple attempts on goal, just unable to find that finishing pass or that finishing strike. With players getting so many touches in the opposition's box, you would think that there would be an opportunity for Liverpool to score some goals. Now let's take nothing away from Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest did everything that they were supposed to do. They played their game the way that they wanted to, and most importantly, they were able to close the spaces down. At times you looked at their penalty box and you would find 5 to 6 players making sure that they were putting the blocks in and making sure that the spaces were closed down. Where one was creating space, someone was creating an overlap to close that space. And you got to give credit to Sean Dyche for what he's instilled in that team in such a short period of time. Even being 3-0 up, they still persisted and wanted to find another goal. So, what does it mean for Liverpool? It means that Liverpool are still going to try and find a way. We hope that they will be able to fix the problems that are on the field. But most importantly, we are praying that Arne Slot and the coaching staff are able to re-inspire our midfield and our attacking options up front.